Hey everyone, my name is Chris, or you may know me as Lame Vision on social media. I wanted to talk about one of the new ways that I tend to practice drawing. And that comes in the form of replicating what I see, but to make it more interesting, I started to use art that I like. I'm an anime and manga fan, for example, and Naruto is one of my favorite childhood animes. So, as I looked through some Shonen Jump magazines, it struck me that it's filled with professional or sometimes semi-professional work, so why not use them to learn? Really, as you're consuming media, I think you can really find a lot of value in gaining more than one thing from it. You know, you could just consume it like you normally do, or you can use it as an opportunity to learn something. I do have a bunch of books that are like anatomy books, and emotion, facial expressions, gestures, but I found it more interesting to do it this way. Now, I want to continue making a lot of these types of videos just because I'm going to be practicing and doing it this way anyways. So I might as well get some content out of it, you know. Another part of this sequence that I really wanted to get down is, you know, copying from a reference or, you know, trying to get as close as possible from the image that I'm copying from without tracing. I think that builds a good muscle. I think if you're just tracing, you're not really challenging yourself as much as you should be. And not that there's anything wrong with tracing when practicing, but if you really want to expand as an artist, I think that you have to continuously challenge yourself. And this is a fun way of doing it, in my opinion. I mean, literally just grab any piece of media that you like, or literally it could be anything that you want to practice that you think you need practice on, or anything new that you want to learn. You could simply just gravitate towards that and use it as a form of practice. I mean, if, for example, you like Star Wars, just look at different Star Wars scenes and look at the composition that they use there, the lighting, the gestures, or if you're a writer, look at some of the writing that's behind the things that you love. Now, this isn't really a tutorial of sorts or any form of me explaining how I'm doing what I'm doing, but this is more of a discussion where I just wanted to showcase just the process that I go through when I'm practicing. Here I've already got 5 different hand gestures from different characters. Actually, I think most of them might just be Orochimaru. When you do this, make sure you are choosing different gestures. You don't want to do 3 different fists. I mean, unless you just want to practice fists, but really try to do things that make you uncomfortable and different perspectives. It really is the key to learning, honestly. And here I just lined it with some fine liners or microns, whatever it is you use, just to make it stick out more for the video. If you end up filling up your notebook, you'll have this sketchbook or progress report of everything that you've done, and you get to look back on that, and you can even use it as more references all in one book. And I'm dedicating this entire book to practicing this small little book here. Now on this page, I decided to actually do like a Naruto hand sign. I think that's the mind transfer jutsu, or part of the mind transfer jutsu. I really wanted to add 2 hands, and you know how they would work in conjunction with each other, how certain fingers overlap over each other, you know, just kind of mixing it up. And you don't really have to, I didn't really have to add any of the armor or cufflinks and details like that, but fingernails, I don't know, makes it look nicer. Why not? I mean, as much as this is practice, it's also something, a form of enjoyment, you know? I was actually motivated and influenced by Marsh Makes Comics level up videos, where he explains that by having a level up sketchbook, or a sketchbook in which you challenge yourself to practice new things that you've never done before in terms of art, or sometimes we think that we don't really need practice, or that we should just jump into the end of the pool, and sometimes that is the case, but practice is really refining your skill, and really you'll find that just 1 week's worth of practice, you can learn so much, or you can improve so much. Here's another fist, but this time it's from a slightly different perspective. It's a different fist. Part of the arm there, and my camera actually died, so that image on the far right, it got clipped. Yeah, so practice and use whatever tools you can use at your disposal. You don't have to have markers or this non-photo blue lead. All you really need is just paper and something to write with, anything really, a pencil. And here I'm just, adding aesthetic so that I remind myself, oh, this is, based off of Naruto somewhere. I got a shout out to Kishimoto, right? Okay, everyone, that's it. See you guys in the next video, where probably be doing the same thing. If I don't do practice videos, I'll probably be doing comic progress videos or traditional illustrations, and I'll see you guys next time.